Hello, thank you so much for joining us for today's episode of the Wise by. Yes, Merry Christmas in the past, Happy New Year present, of course. So I had my blender breakdown during the Christmas because it was very busy in my household. Yes, Christmas was very busy. And so my blender decided to die with 2023. And because we really need a blender in the house, and my husband know as well how much blender is essential in our home, he ordered one on Amazon and I didn't know about it. And so yesterday when I went out, I bought another one from Costco. So today on our Wise by episode, it's not a product for a baby, but a product for a mother. I'm going to review with you. I'm going to go through or unpack or unbox these two blenders. So together we can make a decision as to which one I should keep and which one I should return. Because of course I cannot keep two blenders at home. I need just one. And I know that in the process of we trying to find out, you also be informed about which one you can purchase. Maybe I might not be the only one that has lost his or her blender during the Christmas season, or blender has died with 2023. Or maybe this new year you want to acquire new things in your kitchen, which is not a bad idea, because frequently things that we used to prepare things that goes into our bodies needs to be changed regularly, rather than the clothing that we always crave to have. Okay, so before that, I want to declare that this video, I'm not an expert of any of this manufacturing of any of these products, and this video is not a paid one. It's not a promotional video. I'm just literally trying to review these two blenders to make the best decision, so that at least I have my value for the money that I have spent. If you are interested, stay tuned and let's begin. So, if you're new on the channel, before I dip into today's video, we say a very warm welcome. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you joining us. We are your friend through your pregnancy, motherhood, entrepreneuring, and of course, this special episode of the Wise Buy that helps you decide on the right product to buy for your baby and yourself, so that you can have value for money. So a warm welcome to joining the family. Don't forget to subscribe to join us for more educational video. Yes, so I'm going to turn the blender on my left as product A, as we do always, and this is going to be our product B. So product A is what husband bought for us from Amazon, so we're going to review that first. We'll look at all the great things that we expect in a blender, and then we're going to compare that to product B, and then after that we're going to make a decision together so we can have the Wise by win. All right, so putting this aside for now, let's focus on product A. Okay, so looking at product A, we can clearly see that they've written high-speed blender, meaning that it blends within the shortest possible time you can ever imagine. So once you put in your products, it just blends so quickly without wasting time, and that is what we want, because sometimes when you're cooking, baby is crying, you're in a hurry to blend baby's food and give it to baby on the go. So if it's a high-speed blender, then it's a thumbs up for us. Good. Then looking at the box as well, we have another advantage of 12 months warranty. That's a whole year, and I think it's a plus, yes, to have a blender like that. Looking at the blender again, you could see from the picture displayed here that it has some fruits within the blender, meaning that you can use it for anything, like blending your vegetables. You can also use it for fruits. And let's see more, because see some interesting pictures here. So looking at the side as well, you could see that these can be used for smoothies. Wow, that sounds good. Can be used for milkshakes. Whoa, can be used for sauces and baby food, of which is most important to me because I have a newborn baby. I know some of you are saying that of late in my comment that I'm becoming a bit chubby is because I've had a newborn baby. Don't worry, we'll start the exercise soon together and we can kill off the baby fat. Okay, so that's an amazing thing to know that you can use it for all these varieties, and that is also a plus. I think the only thing I have with these varieties is, I don't know, the picture shows that it has only one beaker. We will dive into the box to see if it is one beaker, because I wouldn't really buy the idea to use one beaker to do all the different shades, and I'll tell you why when we dig into the box. But before we do that, there is some warnings here that I think is a plus for the manufacturer to put there, because when we observe these warnings, it helps us to be able to keep the product for a very long time. So I think it's a plus. And then so as we unleash these new products, okay, got a lot of rubbish coming out. So okay, we have the beakers lid here. Oh, I've got something so amazing and colorful. I love colorful things. Oh, so look, we have a recipe. That's 50 recipes. That's an additional gift. I think this is amazing for them to be. It's very thoughtful of them to give us some recipes that you can do using this blender. So I put that straight here. And then of course we have our manual, which is very essential. If you have a product without a manual, I think it's a no-no, because whenever you get stuck, it will take you hours on the phone to be able to get someone to help you. Yeah, so we got a manual, so which is the basis of every product is in, which is the manual. And of course, they've given us an extra 50 recipe book, which is a plus as well. Okay, so let's dig deep in. Something very heavy. Oh gosh, I think I need 2 muscles to help me. Hey! I need some food this morning. Oh, sorry for the smash. Okay, so I should think this should be the base of the blender. Yes, I guess, right? And let's see if there's anything else in there. Okay, we got this. I should think this is for, it's called the pounder, isn't it? Let's see, I think it's the pounder. Should think, yes, it's the pounder. Let me leave that here. And of course, let's look for the last bit. Okay, we have the beaker itself here. Okay, so just analyzing the basement, I think it has 4 hooks, very strong hooks, which I think it will be very good to hold the blender. Fingers crossed. We got 2 switches here and a turning knot, which is for minimum and maximum. This is for on and off, so easy to switch it off, maybe rather than going to switch the whole plug off. And this one is to just pause, so it is for if you want it to go too fast, medium, that's to regulate it as well. So I think it's more basic and detailed for it and easy to be able to regulate those things. So we put the beaker or the cap, that's what most people prefer to call it, on there. Good. And of course the beaker is basic like every blender has. It has all the measuring numbers here. I love the fact that they've given you different type of numbering. They've given you the O's, so we have the O's numbering here, and then we have the liters numbering here, and we have the millimeters numbering here. So it's good. So if you are not, wherever country you are based, wherever you are, it's easier for you to still measure easily and go on with your cooking. Good. Then we have the lid. Of course, we cannot sell a blender to us with that. I love the fact that the lid has a gummy thing around it, so it kind of makes it tighter when you're being pushing, but it's not hard to push it, but it's tighter and makes you know that it's going to like cover it without anything blending, popping out of the blender. Okay, I think we lost something. Let me check the box whether we have any. Yep, we forgot this one in here. Okay, so we have that as well, and as a lid cover. This goes here. In total, I think it all together looks good, isn't it? It looks very brilliant, not bad looking. Very simple. I love the fact that we have a smasher or a pusher, however you want to call it, because bad habits. Most of us like to blend, and sometimes, you know, some of these blenders are so annoying. They end up blending the bottom part, and you have a lot of chopped ones at the top there, and you are tempted to just keep shaking the blender. I'm very horrible. I don't even take off the beaker to shake it. I shake the whole blender with the base, which I think was one of the factors that contributed to my blender breaking down. So it's good that we have something like this to be able to just push the top ones down for the blender to easily blend them on time. I think it's a plus, and I love it. I love it because my previous blender didn't have it. So I think it might be a new remedy or adapts. So I think it's a good thing. I'll put that back into the box. So overall, I think it's a very good looking blender. It's very fashionable. I love the fact that it has numbering in different units. Good. And then I love the fact that you can take off the top to use the pusher as well. So it's good. When it comes to the rope or the wiring here, let's see how, let me take this off. And let's see how long. I don't really think it's that long. But most of the time, because you're using the kitchen, you don't really need a very, very long one. I think it's moderately okay for you to be able to manage it. Okay, yes, it should be okay to manage it because normally it's in the kitchens, and every kitchen has a close-by plugs that you use as well. So I think moderately it's okay. All right, I think the only thing that I would observe about this blender that I personally think it's a no for me, I don't know what you think, is I feel the blender is wobbly. Okay, this thing is just taking too long to, okay, it's just kind of wobbly. Look, I was expecting they were having this strong 4 pins and having these underneath. This is how the bottom looks like. It could get more stuck to it, but no matter how you push it, look, it keeps being very wobbly. So you see, you could see it has that wobbly feel look here, isn't it? And it's a no for me because I have kids at home. Kids will always touch things. You do not want kids touching or just trying to touch it and then everything just pour off. Everything might not pour off, but the probability of this getting on the floor and breaking is very easy. It's better to be safe than sorry. And when the beaker is broken or when the cap is broken, there is no blender. So I think it's a no for me because it's a bit unstable and it's very wobbly. When you even with a 1 finger, look, it's very, very wobbly. I tried to put some water in there to see if this content is going to make it stable, but it was still the same. So I think it's a no for me. Then apart from that, I think it's a very cool blender. Another thing that I think I do not love is, you remember when we were looking at this, if you look at the front of the side, it tells you it can be used for other things like blending for smoothies and etc. Personally, I cannot blend chili peppers in this blender and use the same blender to blend for baby's potatoes. It's impossible, and it's not hygienic to me, because if you're a fan of using a lot of chili peppers and those hot spices, you realize that when you blend it for so long into this blender, it doesn't matter how much you wash it, you will still have the scent when you use it to the same blender or beaker to blend a potato or something. You get what I mean? So I would prefer to have a different beaker. Even if the base is the same, have different beakers. So you use one for chili things and one for baby food and one for smoothies, etc. That is my take on this blender. So far, 2 things that we are not happy with is, 1, it's wobbly. 2, same beaker is not suitable to be used for different varieties. So to us, this is not we cannot use it for those varieties as they want us to. Yes, as mothers, we have to ensure hygiene. All right, so putting this aside, let's now review our blender 2. So I'll put that in front there. So blender 2 is here. And looking at the front, you could see that we got this from Costco, but I think the manufacturers are Nutri Bullet, okay? And this also indicates that you're going to have, you can use it for vegetables, you can use it for smoothies, and even juices, etc. So let's find out. Any other thing that we could look based on? Yes, if you look at the side here, it tells you so many things, smoothies, sauces, a whole lot of colorful things that you can use the blender to do, which is amazing. Okay, so looking at that, let's bring our blender here. So we got our blender here. I'm sitting it right next to the other one. Okay, so we got the base, we got the beaker, we got the lid, the same as that. We got the lid top, same as that, which is very one thing I love about the lid is it has a very nice handle here. Okay, so you just hold it and pull it off the blender. Very nice. It also has a spout. Can you see that? There's a spout here to pour. Very lovely. And as the previous one, it also has numbering here. It has it in liters and it has it in O's as well. Great. So it also gave us the varieties that we are looking out for, isn't it? Yes, it gave us the varieties that we are looking out for. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, let's see what's happening. Did I turn it the wrong way? Come on. This is wasting my time. Come on, blender. How did I take you off? Okay, I think I found a solution. Yay. So I love the fact that it locks as well. It locks as well. So yeah, we got that push in. That also have a gummy thing around it that makes it stick very tight but gentle. And then one thing I love again about this new Nutri Bullet, it has a sticky, you get it? So if you look at the bottom here, it has a gummy sticky magnet buttons, so it gets stuck on the table or the surface that you use, so it makes it more stable, very stable. This one doesn't have that, so you can easily move it, but this one has it. It's very glued to it, which is very good, especially when you have kids at home. If you look at the handle, this one has just a plain handle, but this one has a more covered soft handle here. Look at that. You can see it's filled with some black thing within here, which is a plus as well for this blender. And of course the regulation is straightforward. So you got the on, you can do the low, the high, everything, just a press. Even if your hand is dirty, you can just use your knuckles to just press it and there you go. So it's quite simple and I love it so far. Let's see what is more into the box. Okay, so we got as normal, we have, they also gave us a recipe book, which is lovely. I love the colors. Okay, yes, so that has a recipe book, and of course it has manual as well, or a user guide, which I'll place underneath it. Good job. And let's see what more they have installed for us. So I think I'll bring this one this way. Okay, so I told you it gets glued to the surface, so we can put that here now. Yep. Okay, good. So we have another cup. Oh, lovely. Have another cup. Then we have, there's more to discover. Oh, so the cup has some lids, some nice sexy lids. I love that. Look at the lids. It has a place to hold, or even to put like a holder to your school bag or your gym bag. Oh, it feels good. Oh, you have to turn it and then it locks up. Lovely. And then you have an opener here, a big hole to pour out. That's very nice. Okay. Oh, that's so thoughtful. Look what we have here. We have some straws, metal straws. So that means this is reusable. So that's some metal straws. Oh, very thoughtful. Look at what we have. Have that feeding levels brushes, so you can use it to help wash these reusable straws. Very, very thoughtful of them. Very thoughtful of them. Very thoughtful of them. Yeah. So this, and the tip here, the opening is big enough to put a straw in to use, or better still, just drink it directly from it. And it has a very nice cover. Beautiful. Love it. So branded. Love it. Love it. Love it. Very thoughtful to give us those metal straws. Let's discover more what is in that box. Okay. Whoa. Love it. So another one. So you see, another one for blending. Okay, let's see. Think one more. Okay, and then we have another extra lid, just like the same as this one. I think you can also finish blending this one and use this as a cup if you want to. So that is all we have in there. Okay, let me take it now that all is done. Okay, so in there, and this is all we have for today. So let's do a review on the product B. So product B, as we've said earlier, good base, easy to operate, has a sticky bottom to grip on the surface, which is a plus. Beaker with different measuring units. We have the O's behind here, we have the ml in front here, we have the lid, easy to remove. We have even a handle holder to take off the lid. Great piece. In terms of the extension, it's almost the same as the other one, so very moderate to use as well. And of course it has the 3 knob, so easy to use anywhere. And then it comes with another beaker blender, and then another additional cup, and of course we got our extra straws. I personally think it's a good blender, and just as the box or the instruction says that it can be used for a variety of things, yes, this is the right one for it. Because if I'm going to be using this for my chilies and hot stuff, for preparing soups and stews and etc., then I could use this for my baby foods, or want to use it for my smoothies or my juices that helps me slim down. I'm going to be using this one or that one. And if you have an extra to pour in, I love the handle to be able to take it for my jogging, my gym, easy to handle by my school bag, etc. So I think this one is really decorated or made to suit all the purposes that they have set. And then in terms of we wanting 3 in 1, or taking care of baby, taking care of daddy and mom, which is our food, and taking care of juices for children's lunch or breakfast, then this is the one. All right, but before we decide that this is the one, let's see that all the things that we saw that it was in this one that we were not happy with, are we going to find it here? So the first thing that we were not really happy with when it comes to the first product was it's being wobbly. So let's see this one. This is very, very, very firm. No matter how you hit it, it is very, very, very firm. Okay, very stick, like so grip. You could see when I was struggling previously trying to put it on, because it has hooks that locks down here, and it has also magnetic hooks that get stuck to the surface. So very, very, very stabilized here, very stabilized here, very stabilized here, because it has gummies around it. So this has taken off the box that was lost here. Then our second one of we being worried of using the same thing to blend baby foods and baby getting smelling of those scents and not wanting to eat the food anymore, and you're wondering why now she doesn't like her favorite puris again, this has given us the solution where we can have different beakers to use for different purposes. So if this has satisfied all our tick boxes, then we can conclude that product B is the winner for today's episode. Yes, and product B was from the manufacturer Nutri Bullet. Remember, this is not a sponsored video. This is just for us to analyze it from our experience and think what we remember. A product is good when it meets your needs. So if our needs is to be able to do baby food and do mom and dad food without any problems, then that is the product that wins. So today, Nutri Bullet 3-in-1 is the winner of the blender that we are reviewing today, and that is what I'm going to be keeping. In terms of price, this was bought from Amazon for £80, and this was bought from Costco for £90. And so for it being £90 and it's being £80, it's just a £10 difference. And so I think this is more value for money compared to this. And this again is our wise buy for today. So based on this, that can help you make decisions on which blender to buy when you go out there. And if you have lost your blender with 2023, then 2024 is a good blender to go out for. I bought mine from Costco. I think you can get yours directly from the manufacturer, which is Nutri Bullet. I'll put their website link below. That is not where I got mine, but you can get some from them as well. I hope today's episode has been helpful. It has helped you make a decision as to what you can go for if you are looking for one. Thank you for spending time again with me today. Don't forget to like this video and share. If you've also tried any new blender that you think is amazing, please comment it below. Remember, we are all here to share, to help each other. You sharing it in the comment below gives other mothers the options to choose in terms of their budgets as well. Thank you for sharing your ideas in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And it's always been your lady, Miss Millie. I will see you soon. Have a good week. Bye.